What's up YouTube? This is part 29 of my Pokemon Sapphire walkthrough. Okay, so last episode we just beat Tate and Liza and got our 7th badge, so we are almost through this game basically. Okay, so I need to actually chase after Team Aqua now, so I'm just going to dive down and I'm going to search for this. Actually, I like doing it a little bit different. I actually like going to Sapphire City and just diving down and finding that first. So that's what I do first. I find that, then I find the submarine. That's just how I've always done it. So, yep, I'm probably doing it a little bit differently to what people would normally do it, I guess. Okay, let me just see. I need some kind of repel or something. I don't really want to bump into tons of Pokemon. Oh, that'll do, super repel. Okay, let's use that. Alright, so I'm going to surf down, and also, yeah, with dive, you can dive in like little patches of deep water like this. Obviously there's nothing in here, I'm just giving you an example. So you can dive down in them, and sometimes there's items in there, like invisible items and stuff like that. Okay, so heading down here to Route 124. In this area, you can, on top, we'll start with, like, fishing is Magikarp, on the water, Pelipper, Sharpedo fishing, Tentacle on the water, Wailmer on the water, Wingull on the water, Wailmer, sorry, fishing, and the 3 Pokemon that are deep when you dive down, Chinchou, Clamperl, I totally forgot that name, and the rare Relicanth. They're basically the 3 types you get, like the seaweed grass at the bottom, as you will see later on in this episode. Okay, so but I wasn't really, basically this episode I was just training up and going to the Sapphire City basically. I like, as I said, I like doing this before, just basically so once I finish the submarine I can just fly straight there. It just gets it all out of the way easier, I reckon. Anyway, so he was pretty easy. And also at this point in the game, I actually didn't realize what my last Pokemon was going to be. I didn't have a clue or anything. So yeah, I was just kind of surfing around, versing a few trainers at the moment. And I was like, oh, I might go down for a dive and see what happens. Okay, so this guy's got a Gyarados. That's pretty cool. I've got my Tropius. So it's got the Intimidate ability, of course. I'm just going to go for Magical Leaf and see how much it does. It probably won't do very much, I don't think. Oh, he has Dragon Rage. That does a set amount of HP every turn. I'm not sure this is going to do very much to it. No, it doesn't really. I'm probably going to switch out here and go into... who should I go into? I'll go into my Vibrava, see what he can do. Okay, into Vibrava. He goes for the Twist. I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't think I had that move. I completely forgot about Twister, but it doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage anyway. I'm just going to go for the Rock Tomb, because that's probably the best possible thing I can do. It does pretty good actually, and I get the speed lower and it does quite a decent amount. Okay, so he goes for the Bite. That's not really going to do anything to me. Crit did a little bit. I just go for a Dragon Breath, so I wanted to try and go for a Parahax or something, but didn't get one. I was like, oh. So he goes to the Dragon Rage again. I'm left with only a little bit of HP. I'll just go for the Rock Tomb, but it misses. I'm like, fuck. So, oh my god. Anyway, so down my Vibrava goes, and to another crit. Oh my god, that's 2 crits from that Gyarados. So I can basically just bring in my, I'm going to bring in my CLO here and just finish it off with Blizzard, I guess, or anything, even Aurora Beam. I'll just go for, yeah, I'll just go for Aurora Beam, whatever. So that should kill it, I'm hoping. I'm 2 levels behind, but yeah, that still kills it. Awesome. So some experience there for my Silo and my yeah, my other Pokemon. Okay, so 280 Pokédollars from him, and I think it's about time we dived into the ocean, I think. Or actually, yep, we'll dive down here where there's big dark patches. Okay, so there's a lot of like seaweed, grass and stuff along here. I don't know really what I was doing. I was just cruising around looking for stuff. I don't know. So there's a really massive area in here, and there's a lot of dead ends and stuff as well. So I think I went into a few, like this one here. I was like, it's around here somewhere. I know where it is. It's just been a very, very long time since I've gone underwater and this part in the game. So I was just cruising along here because I knew I had that rappel on still. Let me see. And the rappel wears off, so I'm like, oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So I was just going along, happily going along, you know, trying to find Sapphire City, and yep, I find it. So I just basically all I'm going to do is just go into it, dive to the surface, or swim to the surface, or whatever it is. Now I've got the Sapphire City I can fly to. I'm just going to go down now, so I can just easily fly back there later. I like doing that and getting it out the way. Okay, so basically, I was just going back. I was just wanted to dive back this way, and then I come across this random encounter. I'm like, oh, what's this going to be? I'm like, holy shit, it's a Relicanth. That's pretty rare. So I'm like, this would be a perfect Pokemon for the last slot in my team. So I was like, awesome. Okay, so I've got Tropius out, and I didn't really want to. I didn't really want to use a grass move against it in case it killed it or critted or something like that. So I was kind of thinking, what am I going to do here? I was just trying to think of a move. So I was like, I could go for a Stomp Flinch and just keep flinching it. I know it doesn't do much, but you can keep flinching. Yeah, like that. You can just keep flinching it. So I was thinking, should I do that or should I switch? First, I'm just going to go into my CLO first. Also, Relicanth is the rarest Pokemon to catch underwater when you're diving. So also, you need it for the Reggies as well, I just remembered. So I was like, oh, that's just awesome. And you actually need Walrein as well. So I've basically got that perfectly covered. So it goes for the Yawn. I'm like, oh, that's a cool, handy move to have. So I go for the Aurora Beam. I'm not sure how much it's going to do. Probably not that much. It doesn't. I was basically trying to get a freeze or something like that. I didn't really have many moves to weaken this. I basically had moves that would kill it or do no damage. So yeah, I'm just going to go into my HM Slave for a second so I can just throw. I guess I can throw a few balls at it. He goes for the water gun. That's probably going to kill me. Yup. All good. So I'm going to switch out again. Because I definitely didn't want to let this one go away, because I had a limited amount of balls as well to catch this with, so I was like, shit, I'm not letting this go away because I'm never going to find it again. Okay, so Relicanth's got Rock Tomb as well, and that's super effective damage, of course. Plus I get the speed drop there. I just go for the Blizzard here because I know it's not going to be very effective, but I just want to do some damage to it and lower it a little bit. And I get a freeze hacks there, so I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. So he's frozen solid. I'm thinking, should I attack or should I just go straight for the ball? I go for the Blizzard again. Yep. And I do miss this time. Like, shit. I'm just gonna go for the ball, because I'm not gonna be able to freeze him again. That's never gonna happen. So I just go for the Ultra Ball here. I'm hoping I can get it in like 1, 2, 3. Oh damn! Nearly got it. So. And he defrosts. I'm like, shit. So he goes to the water gun. That's I'm still going to be alive there, so I can probably go for another Ultra Ball here and just try, or another. Actually, I'm going to go for another Blizzard. He goes to the takedown, and that takes me down. A bit of. Actually, sorry, that wasn't any. He doesn't have. Sorry, he's obviously got the Rock Head ability because there was no recoil on that move. Okay. What should I do? I'm just going to go for the Stomp hacks. So I go for the Stomp. He goes for the takedown and misses. I'm like, cool, that's cool. I'm just going to keep going for the Stomp here. I know it's not doing much, but if I can just keep flinching him, it'll work. So Stomp again. And I'm slowly getting him down. So I know it's taking a little while, but yeah, I just have to keep hammering at him really, really slowly, because I don't want him to, die or crit me or anything like that. So I'm stomping him continually. He goes for the takedown again. I know I can probably live another one of those, so I'm just keeping at him. Very patient here, basically, because I didn't want it to die or anything. So he's in the red now. I'm thinking, I'm not going to risk it, because if I get a crit, I'm going to scream if that dies. So I'll try for another Ultra Ball. He's in the red here, so one shake, and he breaks out. I'm like, shit. This is annoying, and I just live again. I'm looking. I've only got 7 Ultra Balls and a few other random ones that probably won't catch it. So one shake and he breaks again. I'm like, oh shit. Like, cause I really don't have any other moves to status it, and I can't risk it with another freeze hack, so I might kill it. Okay, so I've got a nest ball, a repeat ball, and a few Ultra Balls, and that was it. Like, I was not planning on coming across this Pokemon. So it breaks out again. I'm like, come on, Jesus. He goes for the yawn. I know that's going to put me to sleep, but whatever. I'm just going to keep... I've got 5 Ultra Balls left, and I'm hoping I can get this. At this point in time, I was hoping I could actually get this. So it keeps breaking out on the first go all the time. Like, shit. So my Tropius is going to go to sleep because of yawn. Basically, I just have to hope for the best here. So Ultra Ball again. I probably could use a different strategy with the balls, but I'm just, as I said before, I was not expecting this Pokemon at all. So our Water Gun's going to finish me off, even though it's not very effective. Let me see. So yes, I'm going to keep this battle going. I've got 2 Pokemon left. I'm going to go into my... I'll go into my Swallow here because, yep, best option there. Okay, so 3... I've only got 5, basically 5 balls left to catch this thing. So Ultra Ball again. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Caught Relicanth. Awesome. So finally, that's the last Pokemon in my team, being the rare Relicanth, and I was really, really happy about actually finding this and catching it, because it's a really cool Pokemon. You don't see it at all that much. I haven't actually seen a lot of people play through the game with it. Although it's a pretty cool Pokemon, and it's actually also mentioned before, you need it for one of the Reggies, so as well as Warren. So that's definitely going to be a bonus that I accidentally came across it. Okay, basically that's all I'm going to do for this episode. As I said, I was actually planning to go chase after the submarine in this episode, but that happened. So yeah, that's just the way things panned out. So I'm just going to fly and just dive up then and fly back to Moss Deep City, because I like the more direct route there. And I'm going to just quickly go back and heal my Pokemon up and just check out my Relicanth. And that'll be about it for this episode. And I'm just going to surf off. I'm just going to surf off here to try and find the submarine next episode. So I'm just going to get rid of my Zigzagoon for a second. And I want to check my Relicanth out because he's pretty cool. Where are you? There you are, my precious. Haha. So he's level 33. So he's quite a decent level. Let's check him out. 115 health, that's pretty cool. Modest nature, cool. Got some pretty sick ass stats and moves there. But anyway, that's about it for this episode, and thank you for watching.